for calling Zappos.com. Para servicio en español, por favor, marque 8. We're having a great day here at Zappos. This is Manon. How can I help you?
Hi, I have a little problem.
Zappos wanted a campaign that reflected their culture.
The major drive of it is to talk a lot about the customer service of Zappos.
So we came up with this idea to kind of put them to the test.
They called into the customer care lines, unbeknownst to the customer care people at Zappos, and they came up with all these ridiculous scenarios that the Zappos customer care people had to then problem solve.
For example, a woman wants to exchange some workout clothes for a deep fryer.
Oh, that's a nice deep fryer. Wow, the lonely.
Yeah, I'm kind of going in a different direction.
Yeah, well, we definitely have that in stock. It's $95.95.
I mean, why work out when you can deep fry, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They were as helpful as they would be with a regular customer because to them, we were just regular customers. So they had no idea.
So they got a lot of really great audio. They wanted to sort of recreate it with puppets. But Aaron thought it was a really great opportunity to try to do something really different.
Then we had this enormous exploration of what is the best way to represent these characters.
We definitely understood that there were real people on the other ends of those lines, and we wanted to really celebrate these Zappos employees.
What we wanted was these things to have a humanity to them.
We knew that using monster-type characters like you might find in Muppets didn't make as much sense because we wanted to have a likeness to some people in the customer service centers.
We would have photos of actual Zappos employees, and that was about it. But based on those photos, we'd be like, okay, create a character based off of this.
In order to base our designs on these actual customer service people, we also wanted to make sure there was a certain level of stylization, and we had to decide what that stylization was. So we started to choose different visual motifs that ran nicely through the entire family of characters that we were working on.
They have slightly elongated heads, these longish arms, very thin bodies. In doing the research and all this sort of stuff, we learned an interesting term, flocking. A lot of that furry kind of fuzziness.
Most of the puppets we've been asked to do are fuzzy. These were not wanting to be fuzzy, so we had to find out the proper fabric to cover them with. What we had to do was take one piece of fabric and stretch it seamlessly over the entire face without any seams, darts, or marks, which is really challenging. The first test one we did on Giovanna, her beautifully sculpted nose flattened out. So then we had to go in and rethink and then put different gel mediums, different glues into the nose, ears, and lips, basically to thicken them, make them harder, so when we stretched them, they didn't collapse.
We wanted to create this world where when you look at it, you say, that's a Zappos puppet.
There is emotionally not ready character. Her name is Irene. There's Michael. He's a big sort of buff guy with a green shirt, but he's really a sensitive guy at heart. There's the one who wants a deep fryer, the fro kid. Giovanna, that was the one based off of the actual customer service person. There's Jamie, that was based off of Jamie.
Jamie is one of our creative directors. You know, we were all sitting at dinner, and I think it was our ACD who looked at Jamie and was like, you make a puppet out of you. And he became a puppet.
In addition to all of the hand puppeting that's going on, is we're actually animating the eyes.
We decided to shoot all the puppets with tracking marks on their faces and where their eyes were and not shoot actual eyes so that we could track in CG eyes that mimicked the materials of the puppets. The design is an important part of each character, but the life that's breathed into it is being done by our puppet maker, Randy. The puppets need him to sort of be who they are.
I mean, we have the audio already, but most of the time we're on set, it's rehearsing, just trying to find those moments that really bring our story to life.
If you call customer service at Zappos, you might talk to one of these real people, and that there's more of a connection to the fact that they are people, that they have specific personalities, that they're individuals. And the contrast of that is really nice, that we have something real happening and we're using puppets to recreate that.
When the hand comes out, you kind of forget it's not real, you know. But as you're watching it, you know, you're like, wow, that puppet's a good actor.